I wanted to, and I apologize, I've got a heater going in the background if that's what you're hearing going off and on. It's quite cold out, quite cold. Um, so I wanted to say that Duolingo gives me, at least my experience with it, gives me two different scores. So you will see me posting two different scores at times. So when I post, for instance, in Welsh tonight, I posted that I got 81%. Now, the lesson was quite hard that I was doing, and I was a little frustrated at first. I started to do better after a while, but so I'm happy with the 81% because it was a very, very hard lesson. But anyway, so what they do is Duolingo gives two different grades, and one of those you'll see a blue grade on Welsh that I did. If you go back a little ways, and it says 19. It gives a score of 19. Well, that 19 is somewhat in association with the CEFR, and that is the Common European Framework of References for Language Study. And so it's not a direct relationship, I don't think, but Duolingo tries to give a score that is somewhat, that pretty much agrees with the CEFR, so that they even have like you can put it on LinkedIn. Now, I had problems with LinkedIn early on, a long time ago in Colorado, and I tried it again, and it just seems like I get hacked and all kinds of problems. So I don't use LinkedIn, but and I really didn't kind of like it. But they do have an option for putting that score on LinkedIn, so that it shows kind of a common reference for how you're doing in the language. Now, 19 is a very low score simply because I'm a beginner in Welsh. So I haven't gotten very far along. But in many of my other languages, I'm having a much higher score. I think my French is 70-ish percentile now, which, when you're starting to get up there like that, you're starting to get some fluency. But anyway, so that score, that overall score that relates to the CEFR for Welsh for me is 19. So that means I'm a beginner, I'm just getting going. But they also give me a daily percentage, and that is how I've done for a particular group of lessons or for the day or whatever. So today I posted 81%, and that was how I did on a group of lessons. So I hope that makes some sense. So the 81%, when you see the percentile from Duolingo, that's more associated with a group of lessons for that day, for instance. And then the other score, the overall score, is related to the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, which is like a standardization in Europe, and gives an idea of where you're at overall with the language. So I hope that makes some sense, and I wanted to, and that goes for my other languages as well. So often I post, that I've raised my score in Spanish from 25 to 26. Well, that's the CEFR score. But if I put down, I got 90% in Spanish today, well, that's what I did for that group of lessons for that day. Hope that makes some sense.